realised how weird my lips look when I actually go like this. Hi guys, it's Izzy, and some of you may already know that I am a cruelty-free person. So basically I only promote stuff that is cruelty-free, aka does not test on animals or harm animals in any way. And recently I have been promoting that more and more on my channel, and my good friend from the channel Peace and Cookies here on YouTube actually suggested that I do the cruelty-free makeup tag, and I hadn't actually heard of this tag before, so I am so glad that I'm going to do this video because I didn't know it was a thing before, and thank you very much for tagging me in it and suggesting me to do it. Now when I searched the cruelty-free tag, these are the questions that came up, so I hope that these are the right questions and that they're the questions that she wanted me to answer, and fingers crossed they are. If not, then I will have to do a part 2 video to this. So the first question is, what was your first impression of cruelty-free makeup? To be honest, I didn't really have a first impression because a lot of the brands that I used anyway were cruelty-free, and I just cut out the ones that weren't. So yes, I guess I just like them as much as any other type of makeup. I actually know better because, you know, they don't harm animals, so that's good, you know. The second question is, what is your opinions on parent companies? And I think that if the parent company isn't cruelty-free, then the actual brand itself isn't cruelty-free. So basically, if you didn't already know, lots and lots of makeup individual brands are owned by bigger companies on a larger scale, and a lot of the bigger companies themselves do promote animal testing, even though the individual branches of the companies might not. So to me, if the big company is not cruelty-free, then the little branches aren't anyway. Even if you buy cruelty-free alternatives from like the little companies, they all just get the same amount of profit anyway, and they just send the profit straight up to the parent company. So it doesn't really make a difference to the parent company if you buy cruelty-free or not cruelty-free within the company. They just get money anyway, and if they're not cruelty-free, then I don't want to give them any sort of money. The third question is, what was the turning point in you going cruelty-free? And to be honest with you, the turning point was me just finding out that a lot of companies aren't cruelty-free in the first place. Like, for me that makes no sense. Like, it is the year 2017. Why are companies still testing on animals? Like, I did not even know that that was a thing before, and now ever since discovering that that's something that happens, I was like no, I don't want that to go on. The fourth question is, what would you say to someone considering going cruelty-free? And I would say definitely do it. Like, we need as many people as possible to all stick together to go cruelty-free, because if no one's purchasing things because they're being tested on animals, then companies have no choice but to change the policies, like absolutely no choice. So I think we should all stick together and do it, because that way the only makeup in the world will be cruelty-free, and that way everyone wins. The next question is, what are your best cruelty-free dupes? And I actually have discovered that the Revolution pressed powder, this little bad boy here, is actually a really good dupe for the Stay Matte powder by Rimmel, and honestly I did not know how I would give up that powder, but then I discovered that this exists and it's actually cheaper, so it's a win-win. What items have you not found a cruelty-free dupe to yet? And to be honest, I haven't found one to one of my favourite highlighters in the world, the Bobbi Brown, what's it called? I think it's just the highlights powder, yes, in Pink Glow. And this is such a beautiful little shimmer brick. I do still have it in my collection because I'm using it up. And yeah, I just haven't found one that's similar to this yet, so I need to find a dupe to this ASAP. What are your favourite cruelty-free brands, drugstore and high-end? So drugstore, I would definitely have to say either Collection or Makeup Revolution. Like, they are just like my go-to like drugstore brands, or Sleek, or Gosh. But my all-time favourite makeup brand, and this is a high-end one, is Charlotte Tilbury. Oh, literally love everything from that range. I haven't tried everything from that range, but I like the look of everything from the range. Which brands do you wish were cruelty-free? Probably Urban Decay, because even though they are cruelty-free, their parent company isn't, and I really miss that brand. Like, their naked palettes are, and their like primers and all that are just... What advice do you have for the temptation to buy non-cruelty-free products? Literally just to say, don't do it. Like, it's just not worth the life of a little bunny rabbit or any other animal that gets tested on, because yeah, it's just like not worth it. And then if everyone boycotts brands, then they have no choice to change, and then every makeup brand in the world will become cruelty-free. What do you do with your non-cruelty-free makeup products? So I am still in the process of using up all my non-cruelty-free makeup products, but I'm just not repurchasing any. I personally don't see the point of throwing them all away, because I'm not in a position where I can just replace everything in my makeup collection. I'm using up what I've got already. I'm getting there. I'm almost done with a lot of the non-cruelty-free products, and for me the damage is already done. so why not just use them up? And last but not least, do you think animal testing will end one day? And I really think we can get there, guys. Like, generally if we all stick together, then like I said, companies will have no choice but to change to cruelty free. And in this day and age, animal testing is not essential whatsoever. Like, there are so many studies that say animal testing in the first place are just pointless because what animals react to is completely different to what people react to. Testing can be done with computers and everything much more effectively than with animal testing, so it is just completely pointless to have animal testing in this day and age. So I definitely think people and companies will come to their senses and that the laws will be changed. So there you are, that is another cruelty free makeup video. I am starting to do more and more on my channel, and I just really want to promote the message of cruelty free makeup because it is just not essential in this day and age that animals get tested on, and I really stand behind that. So I really hope that you've enjoyed watching. Hopefully you've learned a little bit more about the products that I use, and yeah, don't forget to check out all my social media that is linked in the description below. I make new videos every single Wednesday and every single Sunday, and I will see you guys soon. Bye! If a person is from Coventry, they are brummy, not brummy, a bit brummy, or I don't care.